Hello, hello! Give me 1 second to make sure everything's running smoothly. On my end, it looks like it is. Alright, so I do apologize for yesterday's stream. There were some personal things that I had to deal with that just suddenly came up. So before we actually get into the alt leveling portion of it, this is actually my first time getting it in today because I actually overslept. So I'm first going to be starting with doing my daily Dawn Trail quests. Now, as you guys see, I'm actually pretty close. This should get me, based on my math, I should have 1,200 points. Alright. So that's cleared up. Now, I wasn't able to get all my jobs to pass into 67 because I got distracted. Finally working on my artifact, the lost artifact weapon, not weapon, tool I needed last night. So let's actually look at my jobs real quick. Oh, that's worse. So I have Monk at 62, Ninja at 63, Bard's at 71. So Machinist at 61 and Red Mage at 63. Meaning that the only two that I can't do the 63 dungeon with are Monk and Machinist. I will also be doing, I think I'll do this on camera, but I'll be doing the Pixie quest, because that generally takes about 5 minutes. Some people might be asking, "Oh, why are you not doing this on a level 100, like a job in the 90s?" Because I don't have any. The closest jobs that I have to it are 80. Right? And I have not worked on them at all because I am waiting to get all the jobs to 80, do a party finder, which, by the way, I will open up for anyone to join. People who... Oh, I forgot to actually announce something on Discord. My bad. I need to actually, yeah. Alright, yeah, I have to do that. So yeah. Once I actually get them through that and I can do fates, I'll be leveling them up. So when I get to them to 71, like I have the Bard, basically I'll be doing Trust, as I said. So we have 2 jobs. I'll go machinist. I don't like the machinist at all. I looked at guides for playing it, and it just goes straight over my head. It is way too complicated for me. And that's not even a level 100. I was not looking at a level 100. I was looking at, I think it was a 60. So let's actually queue for this. And then go and do the rest of my daily beast sharps. Once I actually get them done, it's gonna open me. I don't have to do them anymore. Because generally I will actually be I can work on lower level ones. I'm not really concerned about the quest because I've done these so many times. So it's I'm getting to the groove of doing all this. Again, once I get done with leveling, I'll be stepping back on the DPS jobs. I'll be probably working on the tanking jobs. I'll get like the Black Knight, Dark Knight. I don't know why I call it Black Knight sometimes. As well as leveling them up. I will not be doing oh, got 3, nice. So, and then I teleport here. I need to actually do the quest, but I'm saving that for level 90. Just in case I need like a little bit of XP and whatnot. Because I think they started doing this in Shadowbringers, where they didn't do actually, oh, we're gonna do, it's at this level, this quest is at this level, and that quest is at that level. Yeah, I think they started doing that in Shadowbringers. Like, as you play this game, you actually show you how you actually level. How the game has actually evolved over time. Ooh, nice. I've never had that happen where, on the last one I get a 1 twice in a row. Alright. So, my goal is to start having more and more. So by the time I actually get done, so as you saw, I was right on with math. So, by the way, let me pull out the handy dandy calculator. So yeah, and see how many. So we need 53. So we need about 3 more days. So I should be able to get the max rank, because the max rank is Bloodsworn, which I know this because I have it on Pixies. Because I actually did nothing but leveling Reaper with Pixies. Alright. Made some money back. Don't need that. Don't need that. Put that there. I almost got it, but I had to hop off because I was so tired. And then we're gonna go to the crafting ones. Generally take longer to do because you generally I get crafting like 3 or 4 items at 2 of those quests, and then I also have I have to go to talk to one guy and then deliver something and then return to the quest giver. Yeah. I think I'm close to actually being able to exchange for the mount. I actually can exchange for the mount. Yay. Let's actually get another mount for my... No, I actually have it. I don't think I've actually looked at the new mounts. So this is the one from... Oh, nice! I actually like this one. Okay. So yeah, you actually need rank 7 in an in a faction to actually and by the way, you can't actually quick synthesize. And then talk to him. No. That's one course done. Talk to this guy. As long as I don't have to do a high quality, I can just do muscle memory and careful synthesis 2 or 3 times. And then I'm done. Alright, and actually the best way to do this is actually teleporting out to here. So yeah. And then we can move on to the pixies, and then we can do all seriously focus on alt leveling. And yes, I could actually. Oh, hang on. I need to actually switch to my machinist, and we can get the. So we have a gunbreaker, a sage, and a dragoon for party members. Yeah. The machinist feels like it doesn't do as much damage as other range DPS jobs. So I don't like it. It's never going to be in consideration. It's never going to be my range physical. It's most likely going to be the dancer. Because the dancer is so simple and so easy and has great utility. Yeah. I'm most likely gonna have to turn the game volume down a little bit when I get done with it. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, and my FC still hasn't added in the... Yeah, I don't need that. I'm not really concerned about still at this point for adventures because I have so many. I'll need pass, need on. Since I'm the only one who's actually uses aim in this party. Should be like relatively easy to. I have to actually eat some eggs. I need to get. Gonna have to buy some more. Because I'm not really concerned about the stats. And if I actually do dungeons and whatnot with my healers and tanks, I'm most likely going to just do it on a duty support or trust when I get there. Until I can get them to level 70, because at level 70 I can start doing just leveling them with pixies. And then whatnot, because I'm not a huge fan of playing healer. I actually don't like playing healer at all. Oh, I actually was able to pull something off the tank. Yeah. Can you actually do your freaking job and get this thing off me? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save the rest of my resources for the boss. Yeah. What? I was supposed to... Huh? I was actually forcing the wrong way. What the heck happened with that? I'm so glad that they also don't give me vulnerability when I actually do accidentally step in that. Uh, it it's blue dots. It's blue area of effect. I'm still alive. So one more of this and then pass. Pass. No, I'm passing. Because I already have... I don't really need any of that stuff because I have my ninja already spent up. Let's actually go back to... No. Before we actually do anything, let's queue up for another one. And then we switch to the carpenter. Hand this over. And bing bada boom, that's it. We can turn them in all in. And then, so today's Thursday. So by Sunday, I should have yeah, I should on Thursday I should have all the Dawn Trail beast tribes done. Alright, so that's all done. And then we switch to which one is it again? Black Mage. And we go to Yellow Hand. This one, by the way, does require us to do something. Occasionally requires us to go underwater. Let me reset my timer. I still have plenty of summoning greens for him. Okay, so I should be close or get 71. Alright. So yeah, we don't have to go underwater today. I'm gonna have to turn on my fan because it's starting to get a little... still a little sweaty here. Okay, yeah, this one... Good thing we're doing this one first, because this one, I believe, requires us to actually target... Yeah. Be around here. Got it. So, yeah. Now, the Pixies, beyond their buying the mounts and music rolls and the minion, not really useful because you use it for to get materia for yeah, I open up with a note. Yeah, I still prefer opening with Blizzard 3 and then to Blizzard 4, switching to Fire 3, and then doing the rotation as normal because it's easier for me to do. Now, some people say, oh, you still use Fire 1. No. Besides, unless I'm doing like lower level content for roulettes or something, I'm not doing. I don't want to use. Okay, hang on 1 second. I'm gonna ban this guy. And then he's been banned. And I'm also going to delete the message. Hang on, that's... Huh? Yeah. No, I think, OBS needs to actually be updated or something. Yeah, my old browser, my old web browser actually is asking for me to update it, but I can't. It's not really compatible with some of the programs I'm using, so I'm using OBS. I banned him, but yeah, it's not letting me actually. Oh, that's right. I thought it was a lot smaller combination, but nope. I just need one, and I can't switch routes because I started on the black mage. That's the one thing I don't like is I can't switch. So yeah, as you see, I get almost 1,000,000 XP from doing that. Now it does take a couple days to get one level, but it's still better than nothing, and I can do that repeatedly. Okay, but yeah, that is all of the dailies done for today. Daily tribes done for the day. So to let you guys know, see where I am at. Ixalan actually sworn with them. Heaven's Ward haven't really worked on them. I might just use the Vath to actually help me level my healers when I have to clear it, because I have to do 2 healers. I think it's 2 healers. Give me 1 second, because I believe Sage starts at 91. Alright, so the only 3 healers I have left are, well, let me actually pull them up. So we have Sage at 16, which is fine. And then we have Astrologian, which will actually start at 30. And then Sage will actually start at 70. Okay. I'm now looking at the Beastmaster because I'm like, what is this does? They actually use Axis. I would have liked the Beastmasters to not be a limited job because I think that would be really cool. Because what I'm reading is I can actually um, capture beasts and actually fight alongside them. Sort of like the hunter from World of Warcraft. Um, yeah, let me delete that because that's gonna annoy the heck out of me. Try. Yeah, alright. Um, so yeah, let's actually switch back to Machinist. Um, I would have loved to actually have the Beastmaster as a regular job, and I would if if we actually get the opportunity to turn a limited job from a limited job to a standard job, I would say Beastmaster all the way. Because I actually used to raid with the Hunter. Because the guild that I was raiding with didn't have that many people who actually who play ranged drops. So yes, I prefer raiding with the Death Knight, but we actually had, I think we had 2 Death Knights and some like Paladins and whatnot. But we didn't have that many people who wanted to play range. Oh, and I actually forgot to do something. I forgot the cups. I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that in the last one. So we have a Dark Knight, a White Mage, and a Black Mage. Being a little darky today. The one thing I hate about the machinists is they don't really have an ability that allows them to get away from an enemy. Unlike, say, the bard or the dancer. Which it puts me in a somewhat hated position. I mean, I can see why they added it because, for flavor context, because most people think, oh, it's range. They use, like a bow or whatnot. No, they need to add something with guns. Because I think at the time, the only other range job that they had was actually the bard. Now, don't get me wrong, the bard has something that no other job has, and that's one of the reasons why when I actually release it, it's actually higher on my, job tier list. Now, I'm not working on that video yet because for two reasons. One, I haven't played all the jobs. The DPS jobs to a to max level. Right? I haven't played the Viper. I haven't actually played the Pix Master, so I can't really say, oh, this is what I like, this is what I hate. I will only be categorizing the DPS, so when I get to them, I will be doing the DPS jobs will have a video, the tanking job will have a video, and then the healing job will have a video, if I decide to actually do that. It really depends on what I feel like. Because as someone who doesn't like playing healer, I don't think it's a fair to those who actually do. My FC leader actually loves playing, is actually a white mage main. So it's not fair to her, well, people like her, in my assessment. Now thinking, I don't mind doing it, but it's not what I prefer doing. I have no problem doing doing that. Um, like I actually, you know, was playing a somewhat of an off tank with when I played Death Knight, because there were instances where both tanks went down, and I basically said, "Hey, I can hold them off for, a few, like a minute or two, but get the tanks back up." Um, and then generally after like 2 minutes, I would go down. Now, another reason why I like the Death Knight is they actually had a res ability that I think they got rid of at some point. Or had a longer cooldown. I don't remember. It's been some time since I actually looked at Death Knight. People say, "Oh, I should go." Some people say, "Oh, screw Final Fantasy and play World of Warcraft." No, I will not play World of Warcraft. I hate what they did with the leveling system. Um, yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I don't know. I don't know why I was. I'm using. Pass. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Or don't need that. Okay. I really do miss the good old days of the Hunter. Because the Hunter, um, for those who do not know, you used to be able to, I think it was 3 pets that you could actually use. um, to do. And you can go out in the world and say, oh, this is what pet. I think you can tame. You have to actually weaken them. I think you have to get them to like under 20% health, and then you can actually try to tame them. One of the things that I was working on before I left was actually working on getting some like better pets, because I think I had like the wolf. Excuse me, the wolf from like day one. As like my pet. Don't need that. Don't need that either, because I don't think we're... Yeah, I think the red major is actually using something else. And I can get rid of this, because I don't need that either, because I have all my jobs into the 70 range. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to the cat party. Just, I think you are follower. Let me double check. You are follower 121. Yes, you are follower 121. Thank you. So what are we gonna do now? So since we do not, I don't want to do that dungeon again. Yeah. So let's actually get well, I don't want to do those dungeons again on camera because I've done them to death. So I might do a switch to... Wait a second. Ninja or Red Mage? Let's do Ninja because I haven't really given Ninja all that much love. Ninja is still an interesting job. I love that I can actually do ninjutsu. I love that they added that feature. Because most people, when they actually add something like the ninja, they are like a stealthy character. Yes, I can stealth. But I can't really do, and I can just do daggers and whatnot. But I can also do ninjutsu, which, you know, I'm a huge Naruto fan. I am actually somewhat ashamed of what Baruto has actually went into, because it's like half of it's filler the last time I checked. And I don't like that. So another thing we'll be doing is we're going to Ragged Reach. And we will actually probably be doing some hunts. Because I actually need to settle down and actually get the hunt items for... Oh, hang on, I just got a text. Oh, no. It's nothing. It's a text I occasionally get from an app I have on my phone. I think one of these guys actually sell... I get body map. I don't actually have any of these. Interesting. Very interesting. So that one doesn't have the armor. Yes. So this one does. I can actually get like level 70 gear and whatnot. It's just not that expensive. And so I think, yeah, Around Reborn has its yeah, let me actually look it up. So I'm pretty sure that Around Reborn is only uses allied seals. And Heavensward and Stormblood use scenario seals, and then Shadowbringers, Endwalker, and Dawn Trail uses Sack of Nuts. What do you like? And this is a lot easier to farm and doesn't require as many resources. You can have twice as much. Because normally what I do is when I get to level 7, I either craft it, or if I have enough elegant tunes into Poetics, I actually do go to a place like Ragged Reach, where I can actually go to places like here to turn them into armor sets. When I'm done with that armor set, I actually generally try to actually put it in the glamour. What I need to do at some point is actually find a glamour set for each of the jobs and use them. But that's gonna be a little while, because I need the Poetics, which is gonna take the longest to get, because you can only get so many per day. It's a little annoying. So yeah. At some point, I also might unlock. Well, where do I go to unlock the Beast Master? That is a question. So I unlock it at. So. Oh, the Beastmaster isn't even out yet. Because it doesn't come out until patch, yeah, it doesn't come out until patch 7.56. The next patch isn't expected to come out. The next major one's not supposed to come out until patch 7.55. Okay, so that's why I can't get it, because it's not even out yet. But I can only get, it's not supposed to be like the Blue Mage, but I think the Blue Mage can go to like 80? 80 or 90? Yes, its max job is 80. I think that's what it's been at for a while now. I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Oh, and I just got a message from Steam. Some of the games I have whitelisted are coming out. So we have Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. It looks interesting, and it's only like $350 or $350. And the other game that I have listed is Jagged Alliance 3. That one looks interesting because I'm a huge fan of I'm trying to blink. XCOM. Right, I love XCOM. Especially what they did with XCOM 2. I love what they did with it. I've never actually finished a game of XCOM. The closest I've actually been was with XCOM 2, and I think, and War of the Chosen, I think I got beat 2 of the Chosen. And then I stopped playing, I believe. And then I have a habit of stop playing a game, and I need to fix this habit of mine, and actually doing this. So, I'm going to actually give you guys all a link to a website that I find very, very, very helpful, called ff14hunt.com, which I will post this, basically what this does is it has a feature called Daily Hunt Route Marker. So what it does is, so when you actually click on it on the website, you go, there's one for, you can choose your language, obviously. They have English, French, Dutch, and some Asian language. I don't know what the characters mean. I do apologize. I'm not being racist. I can't read Korean and Chinese and whatnot. I apologize. But then you get to check your expansion you're trying to do it. In this one, we're doing Stoneblood. And then you can do by area or alphabetical. I do it by area because that's easiest. Right? So before I accept, what I do is you just click on the one you need. So this one is where is it? There it is. And then since we're only doing the level 1s right now, we're not doing. So we go to, it actually shows you, oh, you need to go to here, here, and here. So we need to go to this one, go here, find 2 or 3 or 1 of the enemy. I think the highest you can do is 4, and go from there. Now each expansion has a weekly that you can do that gives you 100 of the turnips, which is very helpful. So, and also gives you 2 routes, a cheap route and a more expensive route. The well, a cheap and a fast. So the fast one has me going here, over here, and then travel in here, and then going here. I'm not going to do that because I don't like that. So there is what it is. If you were actually a Final Fantasy fan like I am, the mark over its head is actually the same icon for the rogue tomato. From Final Fantasy XII, which I believe was the one that actually introduced us to hunts. Also, I liked it where we get to summon a toad for a little bit, and it does. Alright. You can't really see it because I have the chat blocked right now, but basically I gain not only the kill experience, but also get some gil experience for completing the hunt. It is over here, right? Yes, yes, it is. As well as some of the seals. Now, the higher the level of hunt you do, so if you do like level 3 one, you get 15 for each marker you do. And keep in mind, these things are a daily occurrence. So if you only need a little bit of experience, these are actually a great way to actually get that experience so that you can actually go to the next level. Oh, someone said nope, or disconnected or whatever. I'm gonna give it a second because generally it actually does take I get it within the next minute. I don't want to have to fight him. I think I only need 1 or 2. I need 2. Alright. So I'm not gonna get it. So I'm gonna actually. So, I also need to actually, when I do copy my thing, because I do have that thing that I post for those who actually come from a dungeon. I actually copy and paste. It makes it easier. I would have thought that throwing daggers would actually be replaced with throwing kunai. I think you actually get to do ninjutsu for each element. So fire, ice, and lightning. So that's one down. Next area. So the next one actually has it in. Actually, it doesn't have much of a distance between them. So it shouldn't take as long. And I'm surprised we haven't actually got the dungeon pop yet. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna. Oh, there we. I speak of it, and we get it. Okay, so all right. The benefit of it actually being I do love our red mages. Alright, there's the first boss. I need to eat some more eggs before getting there. I'm gonna have to go buy these things after between trains. Now, definitely by the end of this yeah, I don't need, and I can't really use any of that stuff because it's, you know, not for me. Yeah, for this one I do have to actually click because I can't. At most, I can do 1 through 5 on my keyboard, so that would allow me to do my my melee combo, throwing dagger, and one of the ninjutsu buttons. So. One of the reasons why I don't actually do why I click for the ninjutsu because it's actually faster for me. Yep, need that. And I'm gonna pass on that. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, I did not mean to actually trigger it again. Yeah, if you're so close to these guys, these things, they actually do trigger again. Nice, that's nice. Pass. And pass. But yeah, definitely by this weekend, I should be able to get, all my jobs to at least, in the high 60s. Maybe even, 71. Yeah, considering I have... By the end of the stream, I should have the Ninja and the Red Mage up to 64. I'm not going to do the daily reacts because I don't like doing them, especially off camera. If I'm going to do them, I prefer to them listening to like a reward video or something. Which, by the way, before I started streaming, I was actually listening to announcement on games is to know series. I think basically he was doing the on the continuation of the Fourth War of Armageddon with the return of my favorite person, Commissar Yarrick. The only person that the orcs respect, that they fear that if they didn't have him, they were going to not have a good enough fight. Because he was captured. And then was let free. And the reason why that is because he was going to give them the orcs a better fight. I didn't know if that, alright, pass and pass, because I don't need that stuff. Yeah, by the way, that was a check. Yeah, you can do a lot of check commands. Can I actually have that thing set up to do, like, hello, I'm streaming and whatnot? That would be interesting. I don't know. I've always been curious about that. Mostly, I just copy paste. Makes my life easier. Alright, so there's one of the targets we're bringing right now. We're gonna queue up for another one. Hopefully it doesn't take us as long. Yeah, the earring that we have is not cooperating. Yeah. So, I love my log videos. I actually generally watch them all the time when I'm not watching TV and whatnot, or I'm reading. Um, you might be asking what I read. Well, I read a lot of things, actually. I actually read comics occasionally. They're on the right here. Okay. Manhwa. I love me some manhwa light novels. Manga. Um, one manga that I'm excited that's getting a second season. And I thought we wouldn't get a second season considering how long it's been. Is Mob. Trapped in an Otome game. And that was the second one. And we have one more to go to, and then we are done here. Done with the hunts. I typically don't do the middle one until about level 5. Save me some time and effort. But I'm gonna have to actually start doing the AIR one so I can actually get more of the... As long as they do give me armor and whatnot. I don't remember if they actually do. But we'll see. So yeah. One series I need to actually sit down and finish, because I only have one book left, is How to Realist Rebuild the Kingdom. I have all but one of them. Um, like the last book. And because it's been so long, I might have to read the last book that I own just to get a refresher. Because it's been so long. I think it's been like 8 months since I finished reading it. No, it's been longer, yeah, because just before my job, well, I lost my job. I actually ran out of books. Because what I used to do at work during my break is I would put a timer for 15 minutes because that's how long my break was. And read. And then I would read again on my way home from work, and as well as on my way to work. Well, I had nothing to really do because it's an hour-long bus ride. I think the only element we're not able to do is Earth. So we do lightning, we do fire, we do water. Alright, so that's that one done. Yeah, let's actually go back to Granada real quick. And check on where I can, what I can do with the allied seals, because I don't remember. I don't remember if there's actually a person here. Oh. We'll have to wait until I get done with the dungeon. Yeah, there's a hunt Billmaster. Come on, tank. Yeah. Did they actually? Yep. So we get all these fancy um I don't know why I'm actually... Alright, there's the first boss. I don't need to actually apply more eggs because I have 35 minutes. As long as we don't, F it up. What I need to do is actually get one of those keyboards that actually shows you like if you when you brush over it, it says, "Oh, this is 1, 2, 3." I really do, because that would actually make things a little bit easier for me. Pass, because I don't need it. Oh yeah, I need to also check on my retainers. Yeah, interesting way to do it. Alright. Oh yeah. Nice. I might have to actually do the hunts, depending on how much experience I get for the lost boss of this. But I'll probably do that off camera because Alright. Just about sure. Pass and pass. Yeah, I got nothing this turn. Let's see, what do we get for... I don't know if, actually, if they did the same thing with just 3 tiers of it. We'll see. Of the AR ones, or is it just like, oh, one ones. We'll see. One more time. We'll do it. Yeah, so they have regular ones, and we also have... They don't give experience. Okay. But they give me Gil and Seals. Okay. That's fine. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna need it. Let's... Before we actually... We might actually just get, like, queued and whatnot. I think I could get to level 64 without having to do another dungeon, which would be awesome. But before I do that, I need to actually go and get... I'm not going to do the retainers because it's like, oh, annoying. But once I actually do get them, I need 4 of them. So that I can actually start... So I need all 3 of my combat jobs and 1 of my miners to be able to start pumping out I don't know. No, I didn't need... I'm not going to do that because I have over 1,000. I don't need to worry about... Yeah, again, the downside of actually having that is, let's reach. We'll see how much experience you get, because I need just under 100,000, and if they give me 30 each, I can just do the second tier. There's no point doing another dungeon. Another dungeon than I need to. Let's actually pull up the second one. See it. Let's actually... times 5. That's gonna be 154,500 XP. That's gonna be more than enough to actually get to 64. So let's actually do that. So we need the Rhino Beetle, the Genvar, the Mammoth, Missouri, and the Gazelle. Find it? Yep, there we go. And unlike the one we did previously, this one only gives us 4 instead of 3, which is nice. And I'm not worried about Gil because I get it back, all the teleportation back. So, and I have over 3 million, which I am considering spending some of that on getting a replacement crafting item because I made a mistake in melding it. Yeah, they do a little bit more damage than I would like. I didn't get out of the way. That's why I lost a large chunk of my health. I don't need that. Or that. Oh, I'm actually getting it. Nice. I'm assuming there's nothing. No. Nothing really. Yeah, but once I actually get all my jobs maxed out, I'm just gonna do crafting gear to save me time, effort, and headache. Yeah, since I'm not gonna worry about, we are, but we're not gonna do it on that, we're gonna do it, none. Yeah, red mage. This one. Yeah, and they're doing this while we're doing the hunts to save me time, effort, and manpower. So the first one is like right here. I need to kill 3 of these things. And another one right there. Yeah, dealing with it, so I don't have to deal with it all later. Yeah, for my retainers, I'm gonna make it easier on myself and actually not do crafted set because it saves me more time and effort. Because time is your friend. We only have so much time in the world. In this world. We need to make the most of it. But some people are like, oh, Kev, you know, stop doing that. Go out and touch grass. I go out and touch grass. I actually go on walks almost daily. And I'm considering, at least for a little while, not permanently, switching to drinking flavored water. Because it's gonna save me actually a lot of money if I can get Alright. I also get the block rifle, yeah. And then we have 2 more which we'll do on this character just because we already are here. Well, not here where we need to go, but I'm already on it. And whatnot. Save me some little bit of grinding later on. I miss Stormblood because it has you stole actually laying down the smackdown against the guy. Oh, it's funny as shit. We need more and more mammoths, and then we are go, and there's one right there. We're gonna go for this one. Yes. So we go around here. Ooh, and there's also an unexplored part. I can actually get it and get the XP for it. Some people are like, oh, so why aren't you doing Fates? Because Fates for up until Endwalker aren't really worth doing. The only Shadowbring is excuse me, isn't even worth it for the XP. The only reason you want to do Shadowbringers Fates is one, if you're like don't want to do hunts and you only need like a little bit of experience. So it's really only useful for an achievement, because there is achievement getting max rank in all of zones, just like there's an achievement for one for doing it in Dawn Trial, because I've gotten the Dawn Trial one, because obviously I wouldn't have the money I have now if I didn't have that one. So yeah, depending on how long it takes me to do dungeons and whatnot, because I'm not going to do D support for them, because it, there's no real reason to do it, because there's no achievement or anything like that. Alright. So nice. And I get the queue for Red Mage. So we got a Samurai, a Gunbreaker, and a Solution. Okay, yeah. I don't like the Astral Illusion because I hate any job that requires cards, because there was an achievement that I had to do. So that's still haven't gotten, but and I'm just like, I hated that, getting that part of the achievement. I still got an achievement in its entirety. It's gonna have me. I'm gonna need to actually complete a game. Alright. So I can start off strong, getting a combo. Oh, I didn't know he can actually Black Fleek out of his own. I need to eat more eggs, I'm about to run out. Oh. Hey, it looks like I killed him with a combo. No. And no. I've never seen someone actually. I didn't even know there was a chest over here. So, the reason why I'm not doing Scatter instead of doing Jolt 2 instead of Scatter is because Jolt 2 is faster to cast. Give me a second. Sorry, one of my roommates wanted to talk to me, and obviously I can't do that because I'm in the middle of a dungeon. I'm out of the range of it, and I'm still being hit by it. What the heck? And once we get it, I'll go in for the melee combo. And I'm backing out. And I really do need to get a sign from a door saying, saying, oh, in middle of stream. Oh, someone leveled up. I'll take that. And yeah, I only got yeah, I hate doing AoEs and that because they're so big and they interfere with it and whatnot. Alright, so I should be about halfway to 64. Alright. Alright, got it. Alright, nice. Alright, so pass. 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 And pass. Alright. I'll be right back. I gotta deal with my real quick. I do apologize. So apparently, one of my roommates, who is also a streamer, who's actually live right now, Accuracy at Range on Twitch, basically confirmed that, did I actually finish yes I did, okay. That GTA 6 will actually be coming out on pre-order later this month. I won't believe until I actually see it. If it is true, I'm personally screwed, because as much as I would like to pre-order GTA 6, I can't. Because I have to also. I just pre-ordered Ace Combat 8 last week. So, and I won't have enough money to actually do that for a while. So yeah, let's actually do, queue up for that. So yeah. What I will do for the main turns, I'll probably just focus on all the duty reacts on the Red Mage. Tonight, get that up and get everyone else do repeats of the dungeon, see them all to 65, and they'll do whatever it is. Actually, I'll do Machinist and Monk. Do that, because I don't want to do that dungeon. I have no problem doing that. And then Ninja I'll do. Yeah, depends. It really depends on how much experience and whatnot. So I'm gonna. Yeah, when was the last? No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have to check that off camera, because I need to find out what's going on. I know that my FC leader, who's the only one, as far as I'm aware, can actually give us the boosts. What's going on with that? In the meantime, what I'm thinking is we go back and do the hunts, the daily hunt for AR, just to get the ball rolling on that part. And we'll go from there. Now, I believe we only get, each faction has their own one. Which means, I'll double check this, when we get there. If they each have their own individual one. Oh, okay. So it looks like some of them actually you can only get via fates. So out of Red Hone, Ogre, East. Yeah, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot more normal areas. Golden. Okay, so this is... I'm not going to be doing one of these because that's actually a fate one. And I'm probably sure also that one's a fate one. Yeah, I'm not doing that one. And weekly... Avalon to Ashing. Yeah, no. Because I don't like that one. I don't like relying on fates. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it entirely because it's like... There's no real, like, point to them. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to get rid of that one because it's not really... Yeah, because so... I keep accidentally clicking on my old recording program. But yeah. So yeah. Just waiting for the dungeon and we'll go from there. And I might actually just call it after getting this thing to 64 because I don't want to do the roulette ones because it's like so annoying. And I prefer to like listen to music and not have the game music going on. The color of her hair. What level is this? Okay, so this is a... Since this is about... Yeah, by the way, so Shadowbringers introduced a DPS job, a tanking job, quest. And I think during Endwalker they did, instead of just putting all the DPS jobs into one, let's do melee, and then range physical, magical physical, and blah blah blah. Okay. I am not concerned about the story. I'm just going to skip the story because I'm actually going to be doing it properly in its own video. Yeah, so I'll be basically doing, at some point once I get all the jobs to a certain level that I'm actually quite happy with, I'll start doing, I think it's, yeah, let me get them all to 70, and then I'll start, well, that's gonna be after, because there's gonna be a lot of videos. And then I also have to do DPS, yeah. Again, I'm not really concerned. I'll do a proper video on it. Okay. And I think the Sage actually has... I think Johnson actually have... that come out, like, later, like, in... Yeah, okay, so... Sage actually does have jobs from 70 to 80. Yeah, so in Endwalker and Dawn Trail, they actually did, melee DPS for... Okay. Which I don't think I've actually done. For Dawn Trail. I don't think I've done the... No, J. Alright, yeah. Well, I'll check once I'm done with this, dungeon. And we'll go from there. Cause I don't, yeah, I'm really sure that I didn't actually do the... role quests. Alright. We're taking a quick break because one of the tank needs to actually go do a bio break. So yeah, we have a Sculler, a Gunbreaker, and a Samurai. I don't mind Sculler. So... Alright. I'm match read. Alright, let's do it. Nice. Alright. Moving on. We're at 88. So I'm gonna have to actually use my melee combo in a second. As soon as I am actually out of... This dungeon's actually interesting. Because if you didn't actually know what to do, this could be actually very, very hard. Wow, these guys are freaking... I didn't even actually trigger that. I thought I was going to trigger that for a second. I don't think I'm going to get 64, so I'm going to do one more of this dungeon, and that should be it for my stream. Yeah, leave me alone, pufferfish. I don't want any of your toxin. And one more. Alright, nice. I have to say, why do I still need that? Because everything is, yeah, all my other, it doesn't really need it. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna do one more of those, and then we're gonna call it, because I've already done everything else. I'm still gonna do this quest, though, because why not? I would have to do this one, and most likely the one after it, to actually get to 64. And then, yeah, I'm gonna see how high I can get it today, because I'm not doing. Problem is getting people to run Heaven on high, and people have been pissing me off when I try to do that. what they've been doing to piss me off is the fact that just because we're in Heaven on High doesn't mean you get to go go explore everything and make the run last longer. Because the goal is to get out of that level run. And people piss me off when they go, oh no, we're gonna explore all the rooms and all that stuff. It's fine if we don't have the thing fully unlocked to progress to the next floor. But if you're just doing it just to delay it, that just pisses me off. Because when I was doing Palace of the Dead, there was a guy who kept on saying, oh, let's explore all the rooms and everything. And just like, we basically told him, stop doing that because we're just trying to level. And it fucking pisses me off when people do that. Yeah, we're not doing any of the story or anything. I absolutely hate it when people just waste time like that. If you're, coming in and say, hey, can we also get ether? I'm like, yeah, ask. Don't automatically assume we're gonna do that. Because in that same group with that same guy, who I basically had to kick because he was not listening, basically didn't ask, didn't, it was just frustrating because he wasted each run an extra like 5 minutes going off of something, and he died like twice. Like, I don't really need Aetheryte. Like, I'm fine if it's, the loot, the Horde, because that I can actually get some, I, like, don't have anything for that. That's perfectly fine. But I just freaking hate it. Like, at some point, I am gonna have to go and do Heaven on Hot, like all 4 of them on to get the clear. Palace of Dead, I might see if I can do that on solo. The problem with that one is if I die on like 150 something, like example 157, I would have to start off at 150 51 floor 51 to go back to it. Because there's no checkpoint between floor 51 to 200. How do I know this? Because I would have thought that I would have unlocked the level 101 one when I actually did it, but I didn't. So, I think deep dungeons are actually somewhat worth it. They're not really good for leveling. They're like one of those things you can do for like, oh, like I have some kind of kill, let's do that. But I'm trying to get this done as fast as possible. So, so that's why. Once I get to 80, it will become much easier because I'm not going to be able to do, I don't need to do roulettes anymore. I'll do fates because that's a lot easier to do, and I think people would actually line up to join it because not everyone was there near the end of, at the beginning of Endwalker because, some people joined during Dawn Trail and never actually got Endwalker zones for the Shared Fates maxed out. Right? I got, yes, when I actually, again, yes, I was able to get through the zones. But that's fine. Now, yes, I'm going to still have to go do the zones for... I just beat one of you. So yeah, another bonus to actually doing sorry. The Endwalker Fates is the fact that I get the tomes and the gemstones, and I can actually turn those in for money. Like, see, I don't have the highest rank I have is Deathwar because I actually did it with a person for a little while. I see. I have all the zones, all maxed out. Because the merchant that sells the item that's going for a lot of money, you can only get unlock for completing all this. And I want to do all this. And at some point I'll do all this as well. This is going to be a bit of a side project because it's not really meant to do that. So, I didn't think I thought I would get cute for the dungeon faster, but apparently not. Alright, there it is. Like, I'll still do it. Yeah, at the end of the stream, we'll do it. At the end of this dungeon, I'll finish it, and that will be the end of the stream. And I should be in the 70s with all my jobs, because I only have 4. And our... Oh, we're having double red majors. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I mean, yeah, I'm actually waiting for them to attack. Pass. Yeah, so this is like 2 seconds. This is almost 5. Can the tank actually handle this? That is the question. Tank did actually not too bad. Need a pass. Pass. And pass. Don't need to worry about those. Yeah. Alright. Oh! Alright. Pass. And pass. Doesn't really concern me. So yeah. So that's gonna be it for the stream. Again, a little early. But then again, it is almost 5 o'clock, and by the time I actually get done with queuing for the next one, there will be not enough time. So I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you all tomorrow where we'll continue Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yep. Peace out.